We've got some news to cover about Restore Britain. As you know, the majority, if not no mainstream media, will actually cover anything about Rupert Lowe or Restore Britain. So you do have to come to people like myself or other channels to get that. And we will continue to share. Alex Phillips has gone on a meltdown about Rupert Lowe. Rupert Lowe is going on about how Farage is attacking him again, and we've got some messages from Rupert Lowe to put out there. I'm Craig, former British soldier, and let's break all this down for you. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to turn notifications bell on and hype the video. It really helps push the channel and videos so we can get more great content out to you. And remember, grab your Combat Ready HQ coffee, make sure you're fueled up for this video and your day. Head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk, link is in the description. Let's get into it then. Let's see what Rupert Lowe has got to say first. Farage has just gone to the media to attack Restore Britain again. He says that Elon Musk is supporting a party that's one man with a social media account. This is where Farage is so very wrong. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of Restore Britain members backed up, millions of Brits who are with us. Those numbers increase every day. Farage can arrogantly insult me over and over, but he has never been more wrong. Restore Britain is a team. This is a movement of millions of British patriots, unlike anything that's ever seen before. This party isn't about me. It never has been. It's about our members, our people, our home, not me, them. That is something we will never understand, and ultimately it's why he will lose. The Restore Britain movement will win. We are going to take our country back. We are going to restore Britain. So it's always heating up between Farage and Rupert Lowe. Farage really doesn't like Rupert Lowe and he doesn't like Restore Britain. I think, comment below what your thoughts are on this. That is most probably because they are a threat. They are the opposition to reform and they've got an extremely good chance. We know that. And they do have Elon Musk backing them now. I know a lot of people don't like Elon Musk getting into UK politics. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that, but he is a supporter of them. And we do always hear the same old story. You're splitting the vote, and you do hear that from Reform. But have a look at this. Reform were accused of splitting the vote in 2024. By that logic, they let Starmer in. Are they responsible for him? Of course not. An open and free market of ideas in our democracy is healthy and necessary. Have the debate, the people decide. That's how it should work. So we know if there was a general election now, there would obviously be a split of the vote because Restore Britain are not in a position to win. But they're thinking 2029. But there's nothing wrong with them going for seats now. If they have the candidates and their support, then why not get those councillors in and start doing the job that they're saying that they're going to do? So you can actually see, hang on, Restore Britain said they're going to do this. Are they actually doing it? And by winning these by-elections, getting the support of the British people, then they're going to prove that they can. But this is what Alex Phillips has got to say. There's a couple of clips that we're going to show you, so let's have a look and break them down.
It's just gibberish. Yeah. It's not grown-up politics. It's absolute BS. It's stinking moronic idiocy of people who live in weird chat rooms. It's becoming some of these followers. His followers are turning him into the Andrew Tate of politics. It's become an angry young men's sort of, I don't know, strange circulatory squad.
Yeah, I will say that's where Advance UK had a better way of handling this because they had that kind of college. They had like an academic and the kind of structure behind it was not, and it was actually governed by principles.
So do you agree with that? Or is it just angry young men that are backing Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain? Comment below. I don't think it is. I think you've got people of all ages and all genders, both genders. I see many, many women of all ages as well back in Restore. Look at the by-election for Makerfield. It's a female candidate. She's gone on to another rant recently as well. So let's have a look at this and see what she's got to say. And I'd love to know your thoughts. So please do comment below.
It's constant messing about parlour games instead of making policy and doing what's right for the country. And this venal, vainglorious, vile game playing that goes on and on and on every single time because there's a load of people running around feeling full of self-importance. Ha ha ha, I've got a cunning plan. Oh, look at all the WhatsApp messages. Oh, which faction are you in? Oh, I'm in this faction, but I'm more than that faction. All of this nonsense. Running around thinking they're in like a dramatisation of the West Wing while Rome burns.
Yeah.
And I'm fed up with it. Yeah. I'm fed up with a lot of them. I'm angry as anything this morning because all of these people who are doing it for their egos and their sense of self-importance and their 5 minutes of fame or their feeling powerful, ha, my little plot worked. All of those people who sit there getting a kick out of scheming, manipulating, gaslighting. Yeah, all of those people are the reason why this country is heading down a sinkhole at a rate of knots.
I'm all for everyone giving their thoughts and opinions, but it's a pretty, I would say, embarrassing meltdown. Like I said, a lot of you might be fans of Alex Phillips, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think the rant that she's going on in a minute, and if you saw, the subheading at the bottom of that, new poll suggests knife edge race between Burnham and Kenyon, and basically Labour and Reform. The poll that got put out, Rupert Lowe, you'll see his response in a minute, says it's not an accurate poll, and it's a pretty old poll, over a week now, but they didn't actually ask that many people. Obviously on this channel, we know the poll I did, the majority of you would massively back Restore, but I don't know how many of them obviously from Makerfield, but I see a lot more supporters for Restore Britain than what people are giving them credit for and talking about, and I think that's part of it to try and bring them down. I think that's part of the propaganda to make it look like Restore Britain aren't doing as well as what they are. But as we know, with the amount of physical paying members they got and the support that you see from over on social media, what happened in Great Yarmouth and what is actually happening in Makerfield, it's not true. That, I think, she just needs to calm down. A pretty biased opinion, in my opinion. Look, like I said, a lot of you might be fans of her, but I think on that occasion, you've just got to calm it down and actually give a thoughtful, informative response instead of just going on an absolute complete meltdown. But let's have a look and see what Rupert Lowe has got to say.
We're going to keep going. I urge people, do not allow this recidivist agenda of saying we are going to split the vote. We're not. We're bringing people back to vote, people who haven't voted for many years because they've become disaffected with what's been delivered by all the parties concerned, by this Westminster establishment that has lost sight of reality and I think is now serving itself, not the people. So if you support what we're doing, do not allow the siren voices to distract you. Let's carry on. The polling we're getting in Makerfield is unbelievable. The result we had in Great Yarmouth was almost unprecedented in political history. We're going to keep going. We're going to effectively give an authentic, honest voice to those people who want real change in Britain. We're going to keep going.
And that's it. And you are going to take a lot of supporters from Reform. I've seen it happen in the comment section on my channel. We've seen it with the people that want to leave Reform as members, move over to Restore. But like he said, over many, many years now, people have just stopped voting. You see it in the polls. Millions of people are not voting because they just don't think any of the candidates for Prime Minister or anyone in their local areas are good enough. So what Restore Britain are saying, along with all of their policies, is that we now want to basically have your vote. We want to be the right candidate for you, and we think we are. No longer should it be allowed that you don't have a candidate that you can vote for. There should be someone out there that is truthful, honest. They have the integrity and courage to say, let's do what right is for Britain. Let's do what right for Britain and what's right for the British people. We will get the job done for you. You now have someone that you can vote for. And that's the majority of people they're targeting. Obviously, they're targeting everyone in Britain. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're just going after them, but they are trying to say, like, it's a democracy. We live in a democracy. You have the right to vote and you should use it. And there should be someone fit, capable to do the job for you to vote, for you to pick. And that's what they're saying, out of Rupert Lowe and when they start going for the local areas. Anyway, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that, so please do comment below. Remember to head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk, check out our tumblers, keep your brew hot, and our amazing tasting coffee and our t-shirts as well. And a big shout out to today's video sponsor, private internet access. Thanks for watching and thanks for your support.
I just want to talk to you about digital security. On this channel, we talk about national security, immigration crisis, border controls, surveillance, but there's another battlefield going on, and that is the internet. You think all your data is protected, but it's like sending a private message in a group chat every time you connect to Wi-Fi. Whether it's in a hotel, gyms, coffee shops, even your home Wi-Fi, you are susceptible to hackers. That is why today's video is sponsored by Private Internet Access, PIA VPN. PIA VPN encrypts your internet traffic. Through its world-class server infrastructure, it encrypts your connection, conceals your location, and shields your data. And the best part is, you can protect an unlimited amount of devices on one subscription. So your phone, your laptop, and your iPad. Anyone on the same network as you could potentially access your photos, your data, keystrokes, and your passwords. And we know trust matters. That's why I chose PIA VPN with over 30 million downloads, a strict no-log policy which is proven in court. So they do not collect data and they do not share your data. And it's easy to connect anywhere in the world. So you can choose your location, including all 50 states in the US. You select the server you want to join, you connect, and you are protected. And you can get all of this with a massive 86% saving through the link in the description. That's a 2-year plan with 4 months free, all for £1.57 per month. So if you want to protect yourself, click the link in the description.